absolutely. And once they sense or feel that they are getting close, people will self-sabotage.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They would do that just because, wait a minute, she's getting close. I feel the, you know what I'm saying, the closeness to coming. You know what? Let me self-sabotage. Let me create an argument. And I believe some people do this without even realizing that they're doing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's unconscious living.
Unconscious living. Wow.
It's unconscious living.
That. I like that. This person was acting fine.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the relationship. Now that we're getting closer, and that bond and connection is getting real. I'm scared now. Wait a minute. I remember being here before, and it didn't end well.
Yeah.
Let me say, do whatever, and boom, the relationship is over with.
Yeah.
And then they start the pattern all over again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, because I know some people out there that maybe even be wondering, like, why every time I start getting close to somebody, I mess it up.
Yeah.
But the fact that you now are aware, that means things can start changing.
Yeah.
Soon as you become aware.
That's the man to be blind, but now I see. Is powerful and scary.
What's scary about it?
I see all the things I didn't see. I'm aware of all the things I wasn't aware. I see I'm jacked up. I'm really jacked up. I got issues. Everybody can't handle that.
Well, let me help you handle that. It's a blessing in the awareness, because God has been showing it to you. If he speaks to us daily, he's been showing it to you. You wasn't seeing it, but now that you see it, you can make a change and know the change it may be uncomfortable, but once you go through it, you're going to be so much better as an individual. And thank y'all for tuning in. If you just coming on, we are the Tucks. We are the dynamic duo of the Couples Lounge show. Chris, that's good. It's not you, it's how you handle the situation. And a lot of that is also in relationships. Sometimes we get so caught up in the content when we need to be looking at the process. This is it. So how do we handle it? Instead, we get all caught up in blaming, going back and forth. You wrong. Oh no, you wrong. I'm right. Y'all, let's focus on the process. How do we deal with this? Okay, we're not gonna get sidetracked. But something else, it goes back. You kind of jumped ahead of my notes when it said you wanted more for me than he said the women wanted more for him than he wanted for myself, himself. And that comes from a lack of confidence in self. A lot of times, if you're not empowered as a child, I can just only imagine. I really am going to try to get him on the show because I want to hear his whole story. I don't want to be watching a whole bunch of TikTok videos. I want him to come on the Couples Lounge show.
He's just on TikTok?
He might be on other places, but your video was where it came from. He may have felt trying. When he has tried in the past a sense of failure.
No doubt.
Not adding up. So I don't want to be pushed.
No, listening to him, he's had several failed relationships. And my guess is
they started in childhood too.
And not my guess, well, the intimate relationships, he's had several and they all ended because of him. Maybe not at the very beginning, but if you listen to him talk, it is very clear that he is the cause of all of his. It wasn't her, and it sounds like the brother that has lost out on some good women.
Settling for less. Never settle for less. Always strive for the best.
Where I heard that from? What is that?
That's the exposure check.
I just
took it and applied it.
I knew I like, where the heck I heard that from?
And the thing about it, him saying that you wanted more from me, but he just couldn't. I think it felt heavy This is a real thing, y'all, where you can be pushed and it's so uncomfortable for you because of all the stuff you carrying from like your past experiences, childhood. For him to come out of that comfort zone felt heavy, like he really didn't know that he could do it.
Right.
And so it's like, nah. And you know, it baffled me how he was saying how mean he would be, even to the woman that settled for less. I'm gonna be mean to you and push you away. And the crazy thing about that happens in marriages. People that have walls up or don't want you to get close or want you to leave them alone or don't want you to try to encourage it. Whatever I can do to back you up, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's so unloving, especially for married people, for you to be mean to your spouse.
Right.
Man,
right.
that's...
I mean, but I see a lot of people doing that and maybe totally unaware that they are doing it.
That's a different story, yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, I actually just, when I said that, what popped in my head is I was there. When we was like year 3, 4 after the like infidelity and all that kind of stuff, like them years, like 3, 4, 5, well, maybe not, maybe about 5, where when I felt like when we shifted out of order, and it was just like ugh. But I was being mean because of my hurt.
Right.
And unconsciously realizing it was intentional but unintentional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like you damn near couldn't help it. It has became norm. I think it became a normal for you. And you know how to
and I probably wouldn't have told nobody. I think I was unconscious of it. Because if somebody was like, "Are you mean to your husband?" I would have been like, "Nah, I'm not mean to my husband." Like, it wasn't intentional, but
it wasn't blatant, but it was.
Right.
It was a subtle blatantness, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't just what.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have went well.
No, it wouldn't. No, the hell it wouldn't at all. And hit like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Couples Lounge page.
Right.